All right, I'm Susan Williams, and I teach anatomy and physiology and marine science at Gilbert High School.
Yeah, perfect. And we can start with with number one. I don't need to say the question because you already know it,
Oh,
and
okay.
my voice is not on the record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I say the question or just my answer?
No, you just start with the answer.
Okay. So, if the technology is doing the heavy lifting and it's replacing the thinking of the student, then it is more of a delivery mechanism and not deepening the learning. So, I try to choose things that are going to make complex processes more accessible to the students, things that you can't necessarily see with the human eye or in a 2D diagram in a textbook. So, for example, we're studying the muscular system right now, and we are looking at the sliding filament theory. So, if I can find an interactive 3D model on the internet, it deepens the learning. In marine science, we use Google Maps a lot to expand the walls of the classroom and take kids on virtual field trips around the world. And so this provides a visual hook to students and makes dry facts a lot more exciting. We also use a database called OSearch to tag sharks and follow them through the oceans. And we'll use that information for data analysis. So students are using their logic and they can practice finding correlations. So the computer isn't doing the thinking, it's just providing the data.
Perfect.
So technology can be a bit of a mirage. It can make it look like the student is learning when in fact the student is actually gaming the system. What I mean by that is that students can maybe cut and paste a perfect answer or check a box and they're actually just guessing the answer. So on my end, it looks like they're learning, but there is no mastery. So you have to be careful here and make sure that you are partnering that with human cues. So digital tools are great for those quick, low stakes checks, but they rob us of that confused look that we all know students get, or that long pause before they can actually answer a question. So the real learning is when students have to explain the how and why behind their answer. I use a lot of case studies in anatomy. So students have to diagnose patients in real time, and that lets me to see what their thinking is behind the circulatory system. If I need to change things mid-lesson, I can do that.
Great. You came. Miss Nolan did the same with a lot of notes, so you're more than ready for this. You're a pro.
Experienced teachers need a library of vetted, tried and true resources, high quality tools that we can use in our classrooms. We need to see how we can use those in our classrooms effectively, so we don't have to spend hours searching through the internet. The best support I think administration can give us is the autonomy to independently explore those tools. Like I know that they use School AI in some classrooms for role play, and just make sure that it meets the standards of a rigorous classroom. We need leadership to hand us the key, but let us be the gatekeepers of our own classrooms. At Gilbert High School, I think we've shifted from students being consumers of digital information to actual producers of scientific analysis. And I, like I said, use AI to whip up case studies in anatomy class. And it's a real time saver. It allows me to spend more time actually talking to my students and finding out more about what they know. I would like to learn how to use School AI to do the digital role play as maybe a doctor-patient relationship, turning it from a Google search platform into more of a simulation kind of platform, so that I can see what kids actually know. As long as we stay in the driver's seat as teachers and double check the facts, make sure that the AI is accurate, we're giving our students a way to challenge their brains instead of leaving them on autopilot.
Wow, super high. Perfect.